The activities of metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies in Ghana are central to local development, funding schools, clinics, and road development. However, the efforts of MMDAs are mostly hindered by difficulties in generating sufficient revenue to meet community needs.
District assemblies to look at alternative ways of financing their projects rather than relying all the time on the government for resources to finance development projects, particularly in the area of public-private partnerships. They can leverage private capital out there to finance projects that can pay for themselves. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to encourage him to relay the municipal finance bill.
For many residents, understanding and paying taxes remain a challenge. This is compounded by limited data, particularly on businesses, which further complicates tax collection for authorities.
It is our duty to comply with whatever the assembly does. But sometimes when schools have a challenge, we just expect the assembly to listen to them and then be flexible and allow them some room to be able to actually fulfill their commitments.
In the Sanarugu municipality, the situation is exacerbated by a lack of willingness among residents to pay their taxes.
A lot of people are not willing or eager to pay. And sometimes they come with the challenges, we don't know what you are doing. And you keep coming to collect the revenue. So that actually is a major hindrance for us when it comes to revenue collection. People are not eager to pay as we expect.
The Sanarugu Municipal Assembly currently has only 3 revenue collectors. This inadequacy in staffing slows down the process, creates inefficiencies, and results in revenue losses.
We have few revenue collectors. I think some years back we had just 4 permanent staff. Out of the 4, now we have just 3 permanent staff. So you can imagine how big Sanarugu is, and it will take 3 staff to cover all these areas. The revenue collectors are not enough. There are still some communities, especially in the hinterlands, with revenue potentials that our collectors are not able to reach out to.
A revenue collector from the assembly shared her experience, revealing that she generates an average of 7,000 to 11,000 Ghana cedis monthly for the assembly.
They give us targets. I was give 7,000 a month. Sometimes I cross the 7,000. Can make 10,000, 11,000.
The impact of these challenges is visible in the community. Local governments struggle to address dilapidated schools, equip health facilities, and complete vital development projects due to insufficient funds.
There's huge potential in using property rate to finance development at the district level. But as a country, we really haven't found a solution to maximizing the collection of property rate. The Ministry of Finance tried. We implemented a system that could energize the mechanisms of collecting property rate. Unfortunately, we face some challenges. I hope that you will look at the policy, you will look at the systems we're implementing, and you will work hard to address the challenges associated with property rate collection and ensure that we leverage that potential for complementing public finances of projects at the district level.
But how can MMDAs improve revenue generation despite these limitations? The Minister of Local Government suggested recruiting and training national service personnel alongside adopting automated systems to streamline revenue collection and minimize losses.
Beyond waiting to get financial clearance from the Minister of Finance to employ revenue collectors, we may have to visit the National Service Secretariat asking for national service personnel and giving them to the various MMDAs, charging them with the responsibility that those who will be so hardworking to be able to collect more revenue to the assembly during their national service time may be recommended for recruitment.
Addressing concerns about revenue leakages in MMDAs, the minister emphasized the need to digitalize all revenue collection points during his vetting.
The first solution would be to digitize all revenue generation or revenue collection points at the MMDAs. If we practice a bit of accountability, Mr. Chairman, I think it will go a long way to improve upon the revenue generation of the MMDAs.
Our revenue database is still not complete, so it means that consciously we have to be collective.
The minister further hinted at decentralizing property rate collection to further enhance efficiency.
One critical area to make sure that we improve upon the funding of the MMDAs is property rate. We were in this house when the budget was passed and property rate was centralized, taking that core function from the MMDAs. The central government could not do it, and therefore it was later suspended and given back to the MMDAs. So it is the quickest and the fastest way of generating revenue at the district level.
But what role does civil society organizations play in revenue collection, mostly at the various metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies?
NOSAC over the years has supported us to do the data collection.
As stakeholders, since we are bringing on board support to help the assemblies fully maximize revenue and also prevent the outflow of revenue, they should give us their commitment. They should be committed to the supports that we are bringing on board and also the interventions and also our perspective on how well revenue can be mobilized and also for them to maximize full impact of the revenue potential they have as assemblies. They should improve accountability and also put measures in place to sustain revenue sources and also prevent the illegal or illicit financial flows in the tax administration system. Within the period of implementation, we facilitated stakeholder dialogues where we bring the ratepayers to dialogue with the assembly on. It could be around issues or maybe concerns they have and also their fees for the next year and also to discuss the way forward in fully maximizing revenue potential. So with my experience on the project, I have realized that ratepayers are more than willing when they realize that the assemblies are transparent and open about their revenue performance and also their expenditure and also projects that they are undertaking in the districts. Stakeholders and also ratepayers are more than willing to pay and they are more than willing to support.
With the right tools and strategies, MMDAs can secure the resources needed to drive development and improve quality of life for the communities they serve.